Hi, everyone. This is Allison, and I'm checking in with you from my Odyssey of Love YouTube page. Uh, those of you who follow me know that for the past 10 years, I have been on what I came to call my Odyssey of Love, where I set out to create a life for myself fought in the aftermath of the death of my beloved husband, Chuck D. Um, he died on April 21st of 2013. Following his death, I bought a Ford Escape and I painted it pink, a personalized shade of pink, named for Chuck, or in Chuck's honor, called Chuck's Watching Over Me Pink. And I bought a tiny tab teardrop trailer and I had the trim painted out in the same shade of pink. And I set out on the road on what did become my Odyssey of Love. And in that time, it was about 8 years that I lived on the road, starting in 2013, and I stopped just as the pandemic was beginning. And in those years on the road, which I'd never camped and I'd never towed, and there was so much that I had to learn about just everything. I needed to learn how to live without Chuck, never mind all of the technical aspects of living on the road. And I pushed boundaries, I pushed comfort zones, I did everything I could over those years. And it set me out on I don't know, a road of adventure is what it did. So I'm doing short road trips now. I've settled into sticks and bricks with my daughter, Rachel Grace, in New England. And so I'm doing shorter road trips now. Um, and my Ford Escape, my pink Ford Escape, kind of grew up to become a pink Toyota Tacoma truck, which I do love. And the names, all of the names that people have sent to me over the years as I traveled, the names of their loved ones, all of the names that people wrote on my car and my trailer over the years have now been transferred to my truck, which is still called Pink Magic, only with the K at the end. So all of those comfort zones pushed, all of the boundaries I thought I had just pushed. And um, the only constant that I really had in my life over those years was the knowledge that Chuck left so much love behind for me. I call it his left behind love. And it's what truly kept me suiting up and showing up every day. And it's the only thing that after everything kind of imploded with his death and just kind of disintegrated around me, his love that he left behind for me, that he'd shown to me for all of our years together. That love was the only certainty that I knew to be true in all of the years afterwards. And even now, it's the one thing that I trust. And so that love has kept me going. And I remind myself every day since that April 21st of 2013 that I was so loved by a man of worth and one that I really respected, one that I honored and was deeply in love with. So my Odyssey of Love, though, began as a love story. There's a love story that begins it. And it makes me so sad that so many people don't any longer believe in love. And I'm talking about romantic love. They don't believe in it. They're cynical about it. They don't think it can happen for them. And it doesn't happen for everybody. Um, Chuck and I I won't say it was luck. We did find each other, and that was kind of amazing all by itself. But our love story happened because we nurtured our relationship. We nurtured each other. We cherished each other in our relationship. We paid attention. And over the years, initially Chuck and I would exchange cards like a lot of people do, right? But then I landed on this idea to, instead of exchanging cards, which oftentimes get put away and you never really look at them again, instead I bought us early on a journal and I called it our Love Note Journal. And we would write in it instead of exchanging cards. And we would, like if I wrote in it, I would leave it on his pillow. If he wrote in it, he would leave it on my pillow so that we could see it at some point when we were checking back into our bedroom. And he would write in it before he was Air Force, and he would write in it before he would leave to go TDY, which he did a lot in the beginning of our relationship. That's leaving trips for the military, not being sent into a war zone, though, um, just going away for long periods of time where I did not necessarily know where he was or when he would be back. And so he would write in this love note journal, and I would write something for him to have when he returned, and we'd always just leave it on each other's pillow. So this is the love note journal that we kept, and it's traveled with me every day since he died. And so what I'm going to do now that, unbelievably, I have passed the 10-year mark of Chuck's death, in just this past April. So beginning in March, I want to share the love story that is behind my Odyssey of Love, and I want to do it in my and Chuck's own words. I have cards. I want to truly talk about love. I hope that I can maybe help everybody who doesn't believe in love know that there can be a love story. And maybe it doesn't happen the way, certainly not. I never considered ours to be a Disney love story. I think that's baloney. Ours was a real love story. And it happened because we paid attention and we nourished and we cherished and we nurtured each other and our relationship. And so I want you to come along with me and hear how a love story developed. Hear the story behind the Odyssey of Love. And like I said in the description, Schehrazade had her 1,001 nights, and I had my over 3,000 nights with Chuck, and the days that became years, and all that time in which we created a beautiful love story for each other. So come along with me. I'm going to start. I'm not sure if I'm going to, with the timing, if I'm going to do this on a daily basis. It's not going to be daily, but weekly, probably. And I'm going to start reading from this and then talking about love and asking you to share your love stories with me also. And because there's nothing better than a good love story, and how people met and what sustained you in your relationships, as I talk from my relationship with Chuck and my marriage with Chuck. So join me. I'm going to share this around. I have pictures of my travels when I was out full timing on the road on my website, in odysseyoflove.com. I have a blog there you can start reading. I joke with people, I tease them that, look, if you have, God, it'll be 10 years worth. If you have 10 years to do nothing but read, then you can start reading my blog, because I started writing when Chuck and I started traveling, when we sold everything in 2009 and went out full timing on the road together. And we had just shy of 4 years together on the road, just, I don't know, strengthening and building even stronger the love story that we had. So all of those writings are, there's a link on my website, in odysseyoflove.com, along with pictures of my adventures and so much. So join me. I would love for you to join me on this part of my Odyssey of Love. All right, and I will see you soon.